excited for this new season. So without giving too much away, what can you tell us about where Angela's journey is headed this season?
One of my favorite things about this season is that Courtney Glade, the director writer for this season, made sure that all the characters, all the sub characters who you see around Zach and Fatima have their own storyline going and growing this season. So with Angela, you get to see a lot more vulnerability. She's definitely still in that a confused relationship space, but it takes a turn that I don't think anyone's going to be prepared for or ready for, but you're gonna see a lot more from Angela and a lot more vulnerability from her side. Additionally, you get to see her interact with Zach and Fatima a little differently. Fatima's normally the pit bull who can fend for herself, but now she's pregnant. So I think Angela's like number one duty as a friend is to make sure that she's staying calm and not being stressed out with this baby. So you get to see her in that kind of nurturing role, and she gets to ease up on Zach a little bit, just a little bit this season. And that's nice too, because that allowed Zach, who's played by DeVal Ellis, and I to have some scenes together too that are fun and in light nature. So we're not always nagging at each other. So I'm excited about that.
Now you've been working with closely with Tyler Perry through Sisters, obviously, and now Zatima. Can you take us back to your first audition for him and what was that experience like?
Ooh, my first audition for Tyler Perry was actually for the show Sisters, the role of Danny. And I got a call back and was able to go into for a live audition in front of him and a few other people in this like stage area at the studio. It was my first time being at the studio. So it was phenomenal just from the moment you walk in and realize like this whole city was built on the back of this Black man who's running this company and allowing so many other people to have work and jobs and grow their families and dreams. So every time I go, I feel incredible. But yes, that was my first time ever being in front of him. I didn't get the role of Danny, and everything happens for a reason. Because the next time that we saw each other, I was on set for All the Queen's Men, and I did one scene in that show, and then was able to audition to be a series regular on Zatima, which is kind of unheard of to go from one scene on one show to a series regular on the next. And then I was written into Sisters. So I actually was on Zatima first and then written into Sisters to allow that a spin-off transition to happen. So it kind of just rained and poured and all these blessings came my way, and I could not be happier with the trajectory and the way that it all worked out. One thing I love about working with Tyler is in the moment, because it's his show and his work, in the moment, if he's feeling something or he thinks of something, the scene is changing. Be ready to improv, be ready to move and switch things up. And I love that energy because coming from a theater background, I love that. Every show, every night is different. You have a different audience, everything is new and fresh, and you have to keep it fresh. So that's one of my favorite experiences with being on sets with him, knowing that at any moment he'll throw something new in there, and now you're working with a new objective or just like a new obstacle. And I love, love, love that. And just being able to see everything that he's been able to do. When we're filming our show, there's also other shows filming at the same time and movies. And just to know that all of this is coming off of one person stepping out and going for their dream is amazing. And it's definitely inspiring every time.
So on that note, I'm curious, how has working with him, especially playing Angela, right? How has working with him been transformative for you as an actress?
As a actress, as a person, just the work ethic. You know what I mean? To know someone juggling that much, and to know that so many people's dreams are tied to you. I think that was a realization I had to make when developing a team and growing out, the people who I work with and create with. It's like your dreams are directly tied to other people living out their dream, and that's a blessing, and you can't take it for granted. And I think that's the biggest lesson that I've learned directly from watching the way that he works. And that things don't have to be perfect, but you have to start them. You have to just do it. And there's always going to be criticism. There's always going to be a million people who have something to say about it. But what are they creating? How are they improving the world? Doesn't matter. What are you doing? You know what I mean? You have to stay focused on what you're doing and not let any outside noise distract you from your goals and what God has put on your heart.
Amen to that. So going back to Angela briefly, I mean, she's become a fan favorite for her honesty and humor. How do you personally connect with her? So, kind of fully occupy her headspace, you know?
Oh, it's so fun stepping in Angela's shoes. For one, because I feel like in a lot of ways she is like me. We have a similar fashion sense. We're both kind of like fun and a little outspoken. I think where we differ is she is a lot meaner, and especially in terms of relationships. I tend to stay out of people's business. I try to stay out of the drama, and I feel like she dives head first. She sees the drama and she gets all up involved. And that can be fun, just stepping into that role because it's very different and you have to come from a different point of view. Like, why is she so interested? Why is she so invested in this other thing that she really doesn't even have to, be involved with? The way that she involves herself so deeply in all of Fatima's problems, I admire that about her because in Zynga, maybe I need to do some steps in terms of friendship because I'm not that deeply involved in every aspect of my friends' lives, but it's cool to be able to see that and portray that and like be that nosy neighbor that wants to know more. I think people enjoy that, and that's why that character has been able to sustain and grow the love for that character as well. I think everyone is in that transition season where we're getting over something right now. I am included in that, but there's definitely music coming, and I'm hoping there will be an album by February. I don't want to rush it, so we'll see. But I'm definitely in the works and working on multiple things that I think you guys are going to be surprised. There's a lot of diversity coming from a musical theater background. I naturally am going to put characters and different kind of themes and even genres into anything that I do. So I'm really excited to see what people gravitate to, see how people receive it. It's going to be fun. I just did a performance, Culture Night Live. We went through like a little artist boot camp and did vocal training and choreography and everything. And at the end, we have a performance. And one of the things that I really enjoyed was doing some of the Afrobeat songs because it allowed me to dance, to get into my like rhythm and my Caribbean background. And although that was never a thought of mine to pursue that kind of music, now it's like, well, why can't I give that a go? You know what I mean? So it's definitely stretching me to just be able to play, not feel limited to any one role. I was in fashion for many years. I feel like that's kind of where my audience grew the most when I was posting a lot of my model videos and things like that, and then designing for companies, doing style collaborations with different companies and things like that, and seeing the impact, seeing that all the pieces that I designed sold out very quickly and things like that. It was like, oh, there's a need for this. There's a desire. There's a demand. So I wanted to build on that, and Shop Namani was born, and my sister and I worked together on that company, and it's just great to be able to cater the designs and styles. It's 4+ bodies, and but they don't all have to be the same. We can give vibrant, bold patterns, bold colors, bodycon dresses, different styles, and like toe the line of what people feel is appropriate for a plus size body. We're not sticking in the box. We're definitely stepping outside the box, and we're gonna try things. We're gonna try colors. We're gonna have fun. So I'm glad that I'm another a space where people can find things like that that don't just fit into some of the stereotypical designs that you see for plus size people.
You recently collaborated with Elaine Bryant.
Yes. I love working with Lane Bryant. For one, I get asked about undergarments so very often. So to be able to just kind of like share that with people was great. And their team is great. The I have on Lane Bryant right now. So to be able to wear and promote something that I truly stand behind and wear, and it's what I'm wearing, it's what's keeping me up, it's what's holding me in, all of those things. I love partnering with brands that I know and I use, whether or not I'm, a part of a collaboration with them. So it's been really nice, and I'm hoping to continue to work with them for sure.
Now, you have built an incredible online community with nearly 500,000 followers on social media, Instagram, and you have a huge audience on TikTok. How has social media shaped your connection with your fans and your career?
I think for one, it's given me a lot of confidence in the fact that people do want to see what I represent, the fact that there is an audience for my personality, for, my style, the things that interest me, my niche, to just be able to tangibly see like there is a community of people who really support and are behind. And, there's certain people, no matter what time of day I post or anything like that, they're the first ones to comment, the first ones to send encouragement. And so that builds a lot of confidence. And when you're in an industry that can be so filled with rejection, it's important to know and to be reminded that your voice matters. So I love having social media and having that direct access to fans without that middle person, and being able to grow my audience and try new things, whether it's ratchet parodies or dance videos or style videos, and now, acting clips. It's amazing to see the people who resonate with the different things and the people who just take it all in. It's just like, what don't you do? And it's like, I don't know. We're figuring it out together, because I'm open to continue to grow and try new things and be creative in every way possible.
You wear so many hats:
Mhm.
actress, model, singer, CEO. So, what's next? Is there a dream role or project you'd love to take on in the near future?
In the near, absolutely. I want to do a musical series very, very badly. I just feel like that's a perfect way to a series is always a perfect way to kind of develop a character over time and give you more time to let them grow. But also, it just being musical, that just makes my heart smile. So wanting to do something like that where you're having like full on music videos in the midst of episodes, I think it's fun. I think we haven't had that in a little while. We've seen it before, but it can always be done differently. And I'm excited to bring something like that to life for sure. So yes, the new season of Zatima season 4 is on BET Plus right now. It's going to be a really, really good season. So tune into that, and follow me on all things social media at Nzinga Imani. I've got dance videos, styling videos, just fun times and talkbacks, and a lot of talkbacks about the show as well. So we have a good time over there. So check me out.